U.S. Representative Boebert survives scandal and wins Colorado even after switching districts. U.S. Rep. Lauren Boebert won Tuesday's Republican primary in a U.S. House race that she jumped into last year, surviving a scandal over a video of her at a Denver theater and accusations of carpetbagging after fleeing what could have been a tough re-election bid in her current district. In two other closely watched GOP contests, attorney Jeff Hurd won the primary for the 3rd congressional district seat currently held by Boebert, and political consultant and talk radio host Jeff Crank defeated Colorado GOP chairman Dave Williams in the 5th district. Boebert built national hardline conservative stardom through a take-no-prisoners political style in the House. That clout likely made it easier for her to weather the scandals of the last year, which included the video of her vaping and causing a disturbance at a musical production of Beetlejuice. She beat a group of more traditional, homegrown primary candidates who had far less name recognition and generally less combative political styles. Former state senator Jerry Sonnenberg, current state reps Mike Lynch and Richard Holtorf, and parental rights advocate Deborah Flora. Boebert is expected to also win the November general election in the district, which sweeps across a wide expanse of ranches, ghost towns, and conservative parts of the Denver metro area that make up much of the plains of eastern Colorado. Its voters overwhelmingly backed former President Donald Trump in the 2020 election. Also read, slain Rachel Morin's mom blasts Biden for letting devastating border policies play out as he sits in an ivory tower. Boebert's strategic district move and fundraising impact. She said she switched districts to ensure another Republican could win her seat, which she nearly lost in 2022, and she blamed outside groups for targeting her. But she had already become a fundraising magnet for that other district's Democratic candidate, who has pulled in millions that may help him flip a seat that has leaned Republican in recent years. Boebert entered her election night gathering in the evening, toting a pair of reflective gold sneakers sold by Trump and a white Make America Great Again hat with his signature across the bill. While the theater incident and district jump rattled some Republicans, Gilbert Kengier, 68, shrugged them off, saying, "Who's perfect?" Kengier said he voted for Boebert because she shakes things up. "It's gotten too staid. Same promises, nothing happens," he said. "We need to get rid of the old farts." The seat opened up after former Republican Rep. Ken Buck resigned from Congress. In a special election Tuesday to fill the remaining months of Buck's term, Republican Greg Lopez, a former mayor of the city of Parker, beat a Democrat and third-party candidates. Buck cited the divisiveness of today's politics and his party's devotion to Trump in explaining his decision to resign. That division remains a factor in the race and was also on display in another Republican House primary in Colorado Springs, about an hour's drive south of Denver. Also read, Donald Trump reveals why his campaign started selling mugshot merchandise. I want you to. Results from the 5th district. In the 5th district, Crank bested Williams after the latter faced condemnation from fellow Republicans over his leadership, including the use of party resources to boost his own campaign. Williams, a former state representative, has tried to realign the state GOP with the far-right flank of the National Party. In recent GOP communications, he called people celebrating Gay Pride Month godless groomers and urged people to burn pride flags. Crank is a more traditional Republican, less inclined toward fiery invective and the party's hard right wing. Williams was already in hot water before the emails. A complaint against him with the Federal Elections Commission alleges that he used the state party email list to announce his campaign for Congress and spent party money on mailers that included an attack on Crank. The race is to fill the seat of Republican Rep. Doug Lamborn, who did not seek re-election. As in the 4th district, the winner of the Republican-friendly 5th district will be favored in the general election. Also read, Biden does Trump, how to watch 2024 first presidential debate, time, free streaming details, and more. Results from the 8th district. Another GOP House race watched closely on the national level was the 8th district, newly minted after redistricting in 2021 and hotly contested with voters roughly split between the two major parties.